Question 11. Triangle PQR is shown in the diagram below. Triangle PQR is right angled at Q. The length of PR is 23.6. I'll write that there. The length of PQ is X. And the length of QR is 6.2 centimeters longer than PQ. Now, PQ is X, so it's 6.2 longer than PQ. It'll be X plus 6.2. Show that X satisfies this here equation, so we're going to end up with a quadratic. We need to sort of see what we can do with a triangle. Right angle triangle as well. There's no angles given, right? So no angles means we're not going to be dealing with trigonometry, but we've got all sides, even though they're in terms of X. And of course, all sides, if you remember the theorem, Pythagoras' theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Yeah? So a is just going to be x squared. B is going to be x plus 6.2. But you've got to square it, yeah? So put in a bracket. And c is 23.6 squared, of course. Then, so x squared, well, we're fine with that. We need to FOIL this, right? So remember now, because this bracket's squared, you can have two of them, yeah? Equals 23.6 squared, which I'll work out on my calculator. And that comes to 556.96. Okay, so when I FOIL this, first is x squared. Outers is going to be 6.2x. Inners is also going to be 6.2x. And then last is going to be 6.2 times 6.2, just 6.2 squared, which is 38.44. Equals to 556.96. So then simplifying it, I get 2x squared, plus then those two added together, so 12.4x. And then this then, and of course if I bring that over, be 38.44, take away 556.96, and I get minus 518.52 equals 0. And then all you've got to do is look at this and compare it to the question here, and you could see this is like twice as big, isn't it? So all I've got to do is divide through the whole thing by 2. So I get x squared plus 6.2x. And I bet if I divide that by 2, I'll get what I want, 259.26 equals 0. Okay, then it says solve the equation to calculate the lengths PQ and QR, giving your answer correct to one decimal place. So you see this here, it's got to be the formula method, right? A is 1, B is 6.2, C is minus 259.26. So the formula method then given on page 2, minus b, of course, so minus 6.2 plus or minus square root b squared, so 6.2 squared, take away 4 times a times c, all over 2a, 2 times 1. So then we work this out, minus 6.2 plus or minus, now I'll work out what's inside that square root. I get a 1075.48 all over 2. So let's do the two answers, two possible answers. Positive version first. So get 13.3. Remember they want it to one decimal place. Then the negative possibility, minus 19.5. Now, they want then the lengths of PQ and QR, and you just got to go back to this then, PQ and QR, so it involves X, and of course you can't have negative length, can you? So we can't use X to be negative. So we'll ignore this one, right? Ignore negative. It's impossible, isn't it? You can't have a negative length. So 13.3. So PQ, which equals X, will be 13.3. And QR, which equals X plus 6.2, will equal to 13.3 plus 6.2, which is 19.5 centimeters.